Hello, beautiful humans. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. As always, I am so grateful that you are here. If you are returning, if you are part of the community, then thank you for being here. If you are new, then welcome. It's so great to meet you. My name is Bailey M. Bain. I am a yoga and meditation instructor, as well as a fellow endo warrior goddess. I was diagnosed with endometriosis back in April of this year, and ever since then, I have been on my YouTube channel documenting my journey through my symptoms, my surgery, my recovery, and healing without hormones. So if that interests you, as well as some of my other stories going through my mental health journey, my thyroid journey, and my holistic healing journey, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos 3 times a week about those things, and I am just so wonderfully grateful for my community who is here and who continues to support me every single day. Let's get into today's video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about manifestation. As I see 111 right across the camera. It's like kind of a little bit about like the truth of manifestation and what's been going on with me in my life and how manifestation has played a role for me in the last couple of years. Because I've gone through so many different weird shifts and waves in my life and in my career that manifestation has always been a part of that journey, just in a really weird way that I didn't ever really expect. So, I wanted to start this off by asking you, of course you know the answer, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes to this, but have you ever heard of the fake it until you make it mentality and the way of doing things? Like, you fake it till you make it. You're faking this role until you succeed in that role. And I feel like we hear this a lot in music. We hear this a lot in like celebrity stories. And I want to know if you've ever felt like you have been doing that same thing, just faking it until you make it, going through the motions and trying so hard and putting so much energy and effort into something that really just wasn't working, whether that's a job, a project, a relationship, whatever that looks like for you. Have you experienced that? And I'm sure that you have, but like think about a time that might have come into play for you. Something I've been kind of learning lately, because I've been feeling this way about my business. I started, so if you're new to my channel, I started a design business back in the beginning of 2020. I got laid off from my corporate job working as an art director with Chevrolet on their social media team back in January of 2020. And I drove home that day. I was ready for a change. I was ready for a shift. I drove home that day thinking like, tomorrow's the day I start working for myself. I will start trying to find my own clients. I will start freelance designing, and that's going to be what I do. I gained my first dozen clients in 2 weeks. It was less than a month. I had already surpassed my goal of the clients that I had wanted to take under my belt. And that was awesome. That was so wonderful for me. Shortly after that, we started going through the pandemic. The outbreak happened, and my design business became a way for me to safely work from home. And I didn't realize it at the time, but now looking back, I'm extremely grateful for that experience and for that opportunity. As I shifted, I started to realize I wasn't resonating with working for those specific clients. I wanted to have a course that I could sell and work from my own business instead of from other people's business on social media. So that was what I did. I created that part of my business. I started working with some clients. And then at the start of 2021, a little bit into 2021, things just started getting really rocky. It was I felt like I was spending all of my time outreaching to clients and no one was really responding back. I was building more relationships. Yes, that part was great, but the monetary side of things, it wasn't performing very well. I kind of felt like, I am trying really hard to push something to work that is not working. And I was being supported financially by my fiance at the time. Again, extremely grateful for that even being an option. Extremely grateful for that. Extremely grateful for my fiance for being able to do that for me and for being willing to do that for me. But it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I have to do something for myself. Like, my business clearly isn't taking off if it's been this many months and nothing's really happening. So I've got to find a part-time job or something that I can do to bring in some income while that's happening. And substitute teaching kind of fell into my lap. And once I took that opportunity and started working in that opportunity, these doors started opening. And even then, it was realizing that substitute teaching could be something I could do, applying for that job, getting a one call back, nobody else calling me back. All of these things, the universe literally speaking to me and saying, here, this is your next step. The universe saying, okay, now you're here. What did you want to be when you were 7 years old? A teacher and an author. I have a book already written. I've just got to take the action steps and get it out there. My calling all of this time, my entire life, since I was born, has been to be a writer. When I was in kindergarten, I still have the folder. I'll see if I can find it and place a picture in here. But I still have the folder. When I was in kindergarten, they asked us what we would want to do when we were older, what we wanted to do if we had 100 hands. And on my folder, I wrote, I would write and write and write. I have loved writing ever since I could pick up a pencil. I have notes from my friends that in middle school and high school that say, like, I can't wait for you to write a book one day. You write the most interesting stories and notes that it's just, you keep me entertained and engaged. And I feel like it's always been my calling, but I was forcing myself in this entrepreneurial role for so long. And not to say that that didn't serve its purpose, because it absolutely served its purpose for me while I was in that role. But now moving forward, I'm heading into another direction. And what I'm learning is that when it comes to manifestation, you will never be able to manifest something that was never meant for you. And so manifesting success from this business was never going to be possible because I was never meant to be successful from that business. I was meant to get myself through the pandemic from that business. But my calling and my higher calling, I think, is coming from this next phase in my life. And that's why the universe is so effortlessly pushing me through this phase in my life. I feel like the thing about manifesting is that it's super subtle. It was never something that I set out to do and said, I have to become a teacher. I don't have a teaching certificate. This is never something, even last year, 6 months ago, I would have thought, I would have been doing. No idea, no way. It came from, okay, universe is telling me this isn't working. I need something new. I could be a substitute teacher. Substitute teaching falls into my lap. That's the manifestation piece of it. I spoke it into the universe. I mentioned it to my friends and family. Maybe I could be a substitute teacher. And then that opportunity came to me. I didn't search that out. I was looking for jobs on Indeed, and I applied for one that came into my line of sight, but I applied for maybe 15 or 20 other jobs and I didn't get any other callbacks for jobs I was qualified for. And it's like being able to focus on that part of things, it let me take that step back. It allowed me to let go of my business a little bit, loosen those reins, because I was holding on to them so tight, saying, please, business, work for me, work for me. And it wasn't working because I was holding on to it for dear life and gripping onto it. And when I was able to let go, that feeling, I felt lighter. I felt like, okay, I'm doing what I need to be doing now. I've been working with this mantra all year that says, when I'm aligned with my higher self, money flows easily to me. I've been working with that mantra all year. And all year, I have been trying to make this business work, and I saw $0 from it. I'm still trying to get invoices from February, projects in February that I started working on, and now it's the end of November. Like, clearly it's not working, and the finances, I wasn't aligned with my higher self if the money wasn't flowing easily to me, right? So now I haven't had a financial issue, knock on wood, and I'm extremely grateful for that. I've been able to pay all of my bills, and I'm finally getting into a place where I'm back on track with payments, and that feels so incredibly empowering. I am extremely grateful for that opportunity, and that is one of the things that makes me feel and makes me know that I am aligned with my higher self because of that mantra. When I'm aligned with my higher self, money flows easily to me. And I've been seeing that from this teaching opportunity. And while I know that it's not permanent, in the temporary and in the right now, I'm learning the lessons I need to learn to move on to my next steps. And I am making an impact on these young children in their lives at a point when they need it the most. We are going over mental health issues, mental health resources, things that they can do on their own when they're in these stressful situations. And it just feels so right and good and wonderful. And I feel like I'm exactly where I need to be. Like everything that I have, I already need. Everything that I need, I already have. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the point of me coming on here and talking about this is just stop forcing things. Like you will go so much farther letting go and loosening the reins and letting the universe work for you instead of working for the universe. Don't give up, but stop trying so hard. Surrender. Enjoy life. Are you really enjoying your life working that hard and trying that hard to make something work that you don't resonate with anymore? Because I wasn't. But I leave every single day with a smile on my face, no matter how stressful or how challenging my day was, because I feel like I made a difference in somebody's life. So what's your next step? You know? What are you manifesting? Tell me in the comments below. That's all I have for you today, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this resonated with you, and I will see you in the next video. Happy healing. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Follow me on social media for more daily content. And as always, I'll be back every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday with more content.